Good evening, ma'am and cadets. Cadet Yamit and I will be reporting the psychology topic 8. So, multiple versus untried self, true versus false self. First is true self. True self is represented by our real feelings and desires, while the false self is a side of us that has changed its behaviors, repressed feelings, and pushed needs aside in order to survive. We introduce the idea of the onion, the true self at the center, protected by the outer layers. So the example of the true self is to learn to trust yourself. For example, trusting yourself is a necessity in becoming your true self and living as your true self. While the false self is replace the narcissist's true self and is intended to shield him from hurt and narcissistic injury by self-imputing omnipotence. The narcissist pretends that his false self is real and demands that others affirm his confabulation, meanwhile keeping his real imperfect true self under wraps. So next is the healthy false self. Artificial person that people create very early in life to protect themselves from re-experiencing developmental trauma, shock, and stress in close relationships. So we had to be false before we had the chance to feel properly alive. So to understand artificial person, you should know the law find it necessary to provide an entity such as a firm with certain rights and responsibilities that are commonly held by humans. In doing so, when an entity is established, it is recognized as an artificial person that exists independently and treated as a separate person from its participants. So, artificial persons may be also referred to as juristic or legal persons. So, next is discovering your true self from a psychological standpoint can also be described as developing a healthy ego. So, next is unhealthy false self. First is false self is the one behind many dysfunctional behaviors, including narcissism and addiction. So, the dysfunctional behaviors is a behavioral characteristic assigned to those with condition regarded as rare or dysfunctional. So behavior is considered abnormal when it's atypical or out of the ordinary, consists to undesirable behavior and results in impairment in the individual's functioning. Next is including the narcissism. So narcissism is the pursuit of gratification from vanity or egotistic admiration of one's idealized self-image and attributes. So the term originated from Greek mythology, where the young Narcissus fell in love with his own image reflected in a pool of water. So muna sa narcissism. So next is the addiction. An addiction is an urge to do something that is hard to control or stop. If you use cigarettes, alcohol, or drugs like marijuana, cocaine, and heroin, you could become addicted to them. They can really hurt you and could even kill you. So the last is false self are based around the certain beliefs that we take on in order to fit into our words. So that's all ma'am sa akong slides. Ang next is kang kadit Yamit na ma'am. So thank you.